Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Warptorio. I have taken a little bit of time to move some of these belts a little bit closer to the wall. This was a recommendation that was made, and I like it. The reason being is that if you can see all these like dead bodies of biters, and you see our wall, you see this kind of like buffer space in the middle here. That's where the flamethrower turrets are flamethrowing out there. That's where the majority of the fire and destruction and death is going. So if we can get our belts inside that buffer, that should increase their survivability quite significantly. There's also a recommendation to use a lot of underground belts there. I like that idea. It reduces the points of failure. That's always a good thing. But I already didn't do that, so maybe the next world, whenever that one comes about, if there is a next world. All right, I think that is all set up. Yeah, a lot of comments. I do read the comments. I do take the advice to heart, and there's been some good ones. A lot of you have asked why I'm not making gates, and really the reason why I'm not making gates is because I'm not making gates. I don't know. There's no real reason. Yeah, these little holes, I guess, in the wall are kind of annoying. But, I mean, I don't even think we've researched the technology yet. No, we haven't. And, I mean, yeah, they'd be nice. It'd be good to put them in there, but it's not really high priority for me right now. So I haven't really been worrying about it. Let's see. Someone had also pointed out that this inserter is incorrect, and I think I told them that I fixed it, but I totally didn't, so it's fixed now. And somebody pointed out an inserter, yeah, right here, that is not placed correctly. Yeah, I do appreciate the comments. Also, there's been a lot of comments. I'm going to go ahead and take those inserters out so we can buffer up some stone, because I'd like to increase a little bit of production, I believe. A lot of people had pointed out coal liquefaction, because we can always get coal, but we have a hard time getting oil every now and then. And yeah, no, I think that's a really good idea. The problem with that is that it's down here. It's one of the later level things that requires purple science. And we're not quite there yet. What do you require for that? Electric furnaces, productivity modules. We could go for it, but I mean, I think just having the oil would be nice. Now, is this... Okay, I kind of thought it might have had the Warptorio kind of hue to it. But it does not. We're currently going for warp stabilizer accumulator upgrade number 2. That is going to upgrade this right here to allow us extra time on each world. I'm going to go ahead and unplug that right now. It's fine. I've actually delved into the source code a bit and have a better understanding on how all this stuff works now. Octobite, viewer on the channel, left a comment in a couple of videos ago that laid out a lot of the numbers, and it got me kind of curious, wanting to look into it as well. I don't remember what video that was. I'll leave a link or a reference down in the description to that. But yeah, no, they'd laid out a whole bunch of points that you can pull from looking at the source code. Basically, the way these things work is we kind of had them figured out. But as this charges at about roughly 10-ish%, once this guy gets charged up to that level, it basically resets pollution and everything back to like we just warped in. Takes the evolution factor down, pollution factor down, and if we have the upgrade 2, it'll upgrade this to an accumulator level 2, which we can then charge up even more to get to basically get the thing happen again. So currently we have a 20-minute period, then we plug this thing in and get an extra 20 minutes, roughly. Whenever we get this upgrade, we'll get a third one. The problem is that during that cycle, it didn't do its upgrade to the level 2. So even if we get the technology, we won't be able to utilize it until the next world. I believe, if I'm reading that code correctly, that is the way that works. So yeah, even when we do discover this, it's not going to be a help here, but it will be a big help in the next world. We'll go from basically a soccer match having two halves to like a hockey game that I believe has 3 halves. Right? I don't know. I guess it'd technically be 3 periods, right? I think that's what they're called. I don't know. I'm not much of a hockey player. I need Drake. All right, how's oil doing up here? It looks a little bit on the full side. I would like to go ahead and get some more tanks. We need iron for that. Just happen to have some of that right here. What? 77? Really? If you say so, boss. All right, that'll get that going. Looks like we could use some coal down here to get the petroleum flowing again. Reach there? Yeah, we can. All right, that should get that going for a good long while. And, let's see. This is backed up. Do we have a filter? We do. Let's get that set up so we can start buffering some of these red circuits. And I actually think we need to revisit this altogether. Because, yeah, this ratio, yeah, let's just not look at it. That's the way we'll address that. All right, how are our blocks here? We've got a lot of good blocks. Let's go ahead and hook that back up and see if we can't get some of these. We can get 5. We had a little bit of steel. We could get some more. It's 5. Let's do 6, 7, 8. Because I want to expand out iron production a little bit. And actually, before we do that, I would like to go ahead and take this. And, let's do it there. And move this. Just kind of compress some of this space a little bit and open up some areas here so we can maybe build some more things. I like having nice big open spaces. One big open space instead of 2 little spaces. And I'm hoping this isn't going to be too much of a nightmare. Should be pretty straightforward. Let's see, that is in the way. This is no longer necessary. That'll go like that. Okay, and let's see. That's not going to work, but should be a pretty easy fix. Okay, so let's see. Steel. Copper. That is no longer needed. Nor is that. You'll need one in. You'll need one in. This. Let's see. We can go ahead and take this on down, I believe. That goes in right there. And we need to get... iron line. Moving up like that. And I believe that should get that set again. We got some extra ammo. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And let's get rid of some of that too. All right, how are we looking there? You could use a power pole. Other than that, I think we're in pretty good shape. All right, that freed up a little bit of space over here. Let's go ahead and fill this space up. Let's see, we made 8 of those. power pole distribution got a little bit off here. Let's see, that's actually going to be right there. Then we'll need one there. All right, and let's see, how's this going to work? Take that through like that. And take that in right there. All right, we lost our steel buffer. Let's put that right there. All right, that's working out pretty good. Let's see. Let's free up some space here because I want to try to get another one of these going. Okay, and that's going to have to go on the inside of the belt like that, but that should double up our grenade production, get us a little bit more military science being made. Because right now, that is definitely our bottleneck down here on the science we're trying to research. And that's silly. That needs to go away. We should have our tanks now. Those guys filled up? They are. All right. Let's see. How are we doing on stone? It's a little bit on the low side. I got a lot of extra bricks here that probably don't need. And probably have a lot of garbage in here that we don't need. Let's dump garbage here. Get rid of that. Get rid of some of the wood. Furnaces. Burners. Boy, I got a lot of underground belt. I don't know where all that came from. All right, that's pretty good. I'm going to run up here and grab some stone. Ooh, we're starting to get some groups of biters there, aren't we? What are we at? 45 minutes? Yeah, we probably want to think about kind of getting out of here pretty soon. Let's go ahead and pick these up. I can't. Yeah, maybe gates in the corners. 2 gates in each corner. Would that make sense? Oh. Yeah, we'll slowly start kind of packing some stuff up here. Copper. Let's go ahead and take the copper miners out. I think we're actually doing pretty good on copper and copper-related items. We can go ahead and take that out and get that belt draining. I kind of want to go and drop all this stuff off and then run up to the north and go ahead and take down our oil setup. Not that I really want to take it down. It's just, I feel like I need to. We've got a lot of stuff to pack up. We'll go ahead and fix you. Wait for that to die down, and we'll make our way up north here. That's a big group of biters. Do I have bullets? I just don't have any of them loaded. There's another group there. If they'll want to go around. Can I make my way through here? Yes. Alright. Come in with a crash. And let's go ahead and get this all packed up. Wonderful, glorious oil. You guys have done so well. Such a good job. I might as well pick up some power poles since we're here. How many power poles do we have? We've got about 50 of them. Go ahead and take all this. Go ahead and leave that behind. There's no sense in bringing it with us. And where are we at? 48 minutes. That power pole's damaged. We'll go ahead and leave that. So is that one. Alright, picking up those is actually a lot harder than it looked like. Alright, 49 minutes. Not looking bad. Let's go ahead and pick up some things. We can go ahead and pick up, like, all of this. Maybe even you guys as well. And we're supposed to do turrets last, but technically we've already got all that stuff picked up, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, I think this is definitely one of the low points of the mod. The teardown and the setup. I don't know, maybe you're supposed to make it where you don't do this. I'm not sure. But yeah, maybe the fact that I have Ghost Placer and Mouse over Deconstruct is one of those things that... But, I mean, I'd still have to set up, right? So it's not like that part of the game is completely gone. I mean, it's definitely worth it to take this stuff down. I don't know that there's an argument that it's actually better to leave it behind. If by you get those extra seconds by leaving it, maybe, and that somehow makes up for the... I don't know if I buy that argument that I've just made up in my head with myself. But yeah, no, the teardown and the setup is something I'm not too wild about. I find myself wishing that there was a better way to do like this. Kind of like the warp thing that we used for the oil. Maybe something like that. Maybe a little bit more robust development of that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and hit the button. We got a minute. It's not like we're doing anything here. We lost our water pump. Interesting. Can we make another one? Oh, we can make 37 of them. That should do. Let's go ahead and pick up all of this stuff if we can. And it appears we can. What are we at? 35 seconds. Might have left a little early. We probably could have hung out for a little bit longer, but is there a reason to, really? I don't know. 127 military. I don't wonder if that's going to take us to the next level. Are we going to be able to make it? 7, 6, 5. Yeah, just fine. All right, so let's have a look here. All of our resources are over there, which is handy. We've got water up here, which is also somewhat handy. It'll be a lot closer this time, which will hopefully make it survive a little bit longer. Yeah, it's one of those things that I really like the mod. I think the beginning, the starting out, it's fantastic. It's excellent. It's just this part, this part right here that I'm not all that thrilled with. Let's see. Do we want to take that? Probably down. Let's start from over here so we don't have that problem. Maybe there and there. That'll do. And yeah, I was actually going to try to do a full one of these, or at least upgrade it a bit. It's not going to be full, but it'll be a lot better. All right, we got our next level of warp stabilizer accumulator. That is fantastic. Maybe we do... I don't know, I kind of want to play with some of these. Let's do the warp reactor logistics. I think what that does is updates the belt and possibly the buffer chests for the stuff that is going in between the levels. It doesn't really seem that useful to me because only having one belt going down and one coming up is somewhat restrictive. I guess unless you want to get... What was that? Oh, okay, that's our logistic upgrade. Yeah, let's just see what that did. Yeah, iron chests and red belt going in, which is what I expected. Robotics. The beacon, I don't want to research that yet because I'm not sure how clear that stuff is. Let's see, laser leads to the power upgrade. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, well, I'm going to sit and get this world set up. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode where, well, I guess we've got 3 charges on our warp accumulator thing. So, yeah, I hope we like this world because we may be here a while. All right, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.